We want to start with some breaking news this morning. We've just learned British police have charged 2 Russian men with the nerve agent poisoning of a former Russian spy and his daughter. British Prime Minister Theresa May had this to say just moments ago.
This forensic investigation has now produced sufficient evidence for the Independent Director of Public Prosecutions to bring charges against 2 Russian nationals for the conspiracy to murder Sergei Skripal, the attempted murder of Sergei and Yulia Skripal, and Detective Sergeant Nick Bailey.
So there you go, conspiracy to murder and attempted murder. CTV's Danielle Hamamton is joining us with the very latest from London. Danielle, good morning. What do we know about these suspects?
Well, the cherry on top here, as just announced by the Prime Minister, is that British authorities believe that those 2 men, Alexander Petrov and Ruslan Boshirov, are in fact officers of the GRU, that's Russia's foreign intelligence agency, effectively 2 spies. Those names are believed to be aliases. They are believed to be around 40 years old, and Theresa May just went through every movement of those 2 individuals from the second they landed in London on March the 2nd aboard an Aeroflot flight. They stayed here just a few days. They went the next day to Salisbury for what authorities believe was a reconnaissance mission. And the next day they returned there for the attack itself. They were there just moments before it happened. And that same night, March the 4th, were on a flight back to Russia. You heard the Prime Minister there say that the charges against them, conspiracy to murder Sergei Skripal, attempted murder of his daughter, of Sergei and his daughter Yulia, and Nick Bailey, the first police officer on site, and the use and possession of Novichok, which of course is contrary to the Chemical Weapons Act. What will happen to these individuals? Probably nothing, because there will be no extradition request, because there's no point to it. If there was one, you could bet your life on it that Russia would never send them back here. In fact, they won't even acknowledge their existence. Russian officials have reacted to this by saying that those names mean absolutely nothing to them.
Danielle, quickly before we let you go, the last time this made major headlines, we saw Theresa May accusing Russia. There was no evidence, no charges at that point. And then we saw this back and forth internationally of Russian diplomats being expelled, other ones being called home. Have we heard a response from Russia yet this morning?
Aside from the fact that the names mean nothing to them, you're right. This has happened in the case of Poroshenko a number of years ago. 2 individuals flew back to Moscow. They found traces of polonium on their airplane seats. What happened to those individuals? Well, I think one of them today is an MP. So again, there is no chance of these 2 men perhaps facing justice unless they travel outside Russia and go to Europe, because there will be a European-wide arrest warrant in their name. And I should mention that they also found Novichok in the hotel where they were staying in East London, but they do assure the public there is no danger to the public. Of course, we've heard that in the past, and 2 other individuals were contaminated, but no danger, they say, but they are asking the public for any information. This investigation is still very much ongoing, Anne-Marie.
Danielle, thanks for bringing us the latest from London this morning.